Hello and welcome to Your Wellness Matters, a space where we talk honestly about pain, well-being and the human experience behind it. In this episode, we're talking about what happens when pain is not believed, when it is dismissed, minimized, questioned or explained away. Because being in pain is difficult, but being in pain and not being believed can be devastating. For many people, the most painful part of living with pain is not the pain itself. It is the response to it, the raised eyebrows, the sigh, the subtle implication that it shouldn't be this bad. Being doubted becomes a secondary injury, one that leaves no visible mark, but lingers long after the interaction is over. Pain is easiest to understand when it is visible, a cast, a wound, a scan that shows damage. But when pain doesn't come with evidence, discomfort arises, not only for the person in pain, but for those around them. Uncertainty makes people uneasy, so they try to reduce it. It's probably stress. You're getting older. It's not that serious. Everyone has aches and pains. These statements often come from discomfort, not cruelty, but they still cause harm. Many people experience dismissal within healthcare settings. They are told, "There's nothing wrong, your tests are normal, it's just anxiety, you may need to just live with this." What is often missing is the explanation. When pain is dismissed without being understood, people begin to doubt themselves. They tend to start asking questions like, "Am I exaggerating? Am I imagining this? Is this really that bad?" This self-doubt erodes confidence and increases distress. Being believed is a psychological need. When pain is questioned, the nervous system does not calm. It escalates. The body stays on guard, muscles remain tense, pain sensitivity increases. Not being believed increases threat. An increased threat, as we know, amplifies pain. This is not emotional fragility, it is neurobiology. Over time, dismissal leads to emotional changes. People often become defensive, withdrawn, feel like they need to over-explain. Often, people apologize for their pain, and in some cases, they stop talking about pain entirely. They minimize their symptoms, they delay asking for help, and they carry this pain alone. And in that, silence becomes a coping strategy. Dismissal often leads to shame. People feel embarrassed by their pain, and they are ashamed of needing support. And often, they feel guilty for not coping better. Shame thrives in invisibility, and shame increases suffering. Pain does not need judgment added to it. It is a heavy enough load to bear on its own. Many people living with pain feel they must prove that they have it. They push themselves to exhaustion. They attend events when they shouldn't have. They overfunction to appear normal. However, this comes at a cost. Usually the pain worsens, the recovery is stagnated, the nervous system remains under threat. Proving pain does not lead to relief. Being believed does. Validation does not mean agreeing with every conclusion about pain. It means acknowledging the person and the experience. Simple statements matter. I believe you. That sounds hard. I can see how much this affects you. Validation reduces threat. Reduced threat calms the nervous system, and a calmer nervous system experiences less pain. Belief is therapeutic. At Your Wellness Matters, pain is never dismissed, even when the cause is unclear, even when the answers are incomplete. Pain is treated as real, because it is real. Support focuses on listening without judgment, explaining pain clearly, reducing fear and self-doubt, and restoring trust in the body that you love. Being believed is truly the beginning of the healing journey. One of the most important psychological shifts for people in pain is reclaiming their authority over their own experience. You do not need permission to feel pain. You do not need evidence to justify it. You do not need to convince anyone for it to be real. Your experience is all the validation you need. If your pain has been dismissed, it doesn't mean it was insignificant. It means it was misunderstood. Misunderstandings certainly do not define truth. Not being believed adds suffering to pain. Belief does not cure pain, but it reduces the burden of carrying it alone. In the next episode, we'll explore pain, aging, and dignity, and why pain in later life is too often normalized instead of supported. Take a breath, be kind to your body. Relax, recharge, and remember, your wellness matters more than you think.
The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
This is South Coast Radio.